right now.
Nice. Yeah, I find that like you and I have actually different ways to express the very same language. And we're also, like I was saying, we're both very proficient in both movement and sound. And yet we're like this, so we can bring those other aspects more into balance for one another.
100%.
And
it's pushing our range. We'll support going, checking the foundations, and then from there, if foundation is strong, and then we'll expand. 100%.
Exactly. And then, you know, we will find, okay, what is the missing information? So what we were just talking about is with the rib cage. Yeah, first of all, with the larynx, the motion, this dynamic yawning space. That's it. And when you're aware of this, you can feel a natural relaxation. There's no forcing in the throat. Yeah. And you can actually feel the soft palate. So it's actually like a dance also in the back here. And you can play with your range already. So if you do that.
Yes, but it stimulates that. It's brilliant. So one thing I add on to that I'll give back to you is I'll do facial massage with that. So starting like where the jaw connects, and then so if you go and just pull it down as you so if there is tension that's hiding in there, your fingers are saying, hey, we'll find it.
Exactly.
But you can even like skin stimulation here, right? But all this checking in, and you can do your breath, your hum, your exhalation to help the vibration to help resonate into relaxation. Absolutely. But this I do a lot of.
Making more space.
Yes.
For the vibration to move through.
And more relaxed.
And then when you notice all of this opening up here, and you do that, oh my God, I've got more space for my vibration.
How huge my mouth is.
Then we start to notice.
Yeah.
Let me stand up here. We start to notice what happens here in the intercostals, which you know a lot about.
Yes, I love them.
And I use fitness bands a lot to, I don't know if you have one.
Can you say that again?
But, you know what? Let me get my other microphone. 1 second.
Microphone check. 1 2 1 2. Heidi, Ryan, partying, vocal, movement, physical.
Let me grab my other microphone. It's a little bit better.
I'll keep the beat.
Just see if I can get you again. The internet stopped for a moment.
My end. It's too powerful, Heidi. Our power
there we go.
Shuts down Zoom.
I know. Do you know, I noticed this a lot, is that when I get super energized, or when others also get super energized in whatever we're doing, the Zoom thing starts to freak out.
But it's electrical. It's how our bodies produce electricity, though.
Yeah.
Highly energized, our electricity is like sparky. That's why people have a hard time being around it, because they feel the electricity physically. So true. But that's part of the chemistry of our, not even, it's the physics of our body, is how we produce the electricity.
That's
Brilliant.
it.
So you got an elastic.
Yeah, so because when we're doing this yawn thing, can you hear me a little bit better now?
Yeah.
Good, because I grabbed my other microphone here. Good. So when we do this yawn thing, you start being able to notice that your intercostals, like everything's affected by everything. So it opens up here, and it's something that you can really play with, being aware of when you use the elastic here.
Yes.
How the ribs open.
How it expands, right? And compresses. Yes.
Exactly. And I mean, you know these parts. And so it's fun to be aware, like your wings open up as you yawn.
Fly to the Valkyries, Heidi.
Exactly.
Like spread your wings. So let's take the elastic. Let's expand. I'll expand on what you were doing. So you already know how you feel here. Like that's great to get the original, but you can already expand. Now, what I would like you to explore is overhead. And then your same expansion, but as you're going up, your wings are going this way. And you look up, Heidi. Now, the challenge is your heels are like Dorothy when she wants to go back to Kansas. So Dorothy's back in Kansas in a V footing. Yeah, like ballet beginning stance, V footing. Now, yeah, and close your eyes. And whenever you're ready, you just go into the mouth positions of that, right? That's the high, but all the way up. Yeah. Third eye to the sky when you're in that position. Eyes closed, and then you just go when you're ready. You find your groove. Look up higher and back behind you now, and when you do that. But eyes closed, your third eye, your mind's eye is looking behind you into whatever you want. This is your virtual reality. Keep pulling on that elastic and feel your heels, and that's what grounds you in earth so you don't fall over, but your sofa's behind you. You're safe. So go into it with the voice whenever you're ready. Tilt the head back. There you go. That's like Star Trek. That's Star Trek style. Go for it. Like you're on another planet with James T. Kirk.
I'm going to be a little sensitive to my neighbors on New Year's Day because I'm very loud.
It's all right, but you can find whatever volume you want, Heidi, but still super open physically. Oh, how deep can you go up that? Yeah. What's your deepest, most open? Yeah. Like gargling. You gargle in that position, Heidi, is super powerful and soothing for the voice. I do it in the shower.
Say it again.
The gargle. That's gargle position.
Yeah.
Right? If you have water in your throat, you can go higher and it doesn't hurt your throat. You can go deep higher because deep high can hurt.
Yeah.
But I do this in the shower. Yeah. In that position.
An overextension of here.
But extension, not over. Because you're training your whole body to be able to arc.
Exactly. The rest of the body, but not so much in the neck. If I do more from the hips, bringing them forward. Yes,
but Heidi, you're feeling what you need structure-wise bottom up to support as open as arced as you can. It's an arc. You're creating a rainbow. So you want everything. Bum squeeze is super important. Your weight will shift to the balls of your feet, not your heels.
Exactly.
There. And then you add whatever level of voice you can with whatever range you can, but physically from head to heels, you're feeling this is super free.
Yeah.
And your eyes are closed, you work your balance big time. Your inner ear, and then how your body communicates based on the joints and the tendons and the ligaments and the skin. And feeling for vibration, yeah. And then breath out, and you can go into like a crunch where you're rounded and you're wearing a backpack, you create a turtle shell. Like that, you can do it like that. Like you're hugging yourself. Tuck your pelvis, hug yourself. So a round back, and then your hands can go in front of your face. You protect all your vital organs. This is yes, that's super safe, Heidi. That's brain gym safe. This is in the womb safe. But you can, with your breath out, when you start to hiss, Heidi, you can get into your abs deeper and your pelvic floor deeper. So hiss your breath out. Or shh, any white noise sound. Yeah, deeper and deeper. And then try to hold at the end of the hiss. You're letting all the air out. So you're just into muscles, bones, tendons, ligaments, fascia. No air. Or as little air as possible. It's in your cells. And then you can breathe in and pump up a little bit. So you can pump low. If you like it down here, breath in and breath out, breath in, hold. This is box breathing is what I teach, or circle breathing. So you have North Pole, South Pole. Inhalation is North Pole, and then hold the breath in, and you can sniff. Oh. What was the last that you heard, Heidi? It's my internet.
You said
yours.
something about, here, let me see if that's making a difference. Something about down here, curled down here.
So if you want to stay down there, you can go through a breath in and then a breath in, hold, but with structure, like hold on to something. And so it's like you're blowing up the balloon. Breath in and then hold and stretch anything you need to. And then breath out can be the hiss or the shh until there's no air left. So you're super tight when you breathe out. Hug yourself. Hands in front of your face or around your back, wherever you want. Yeah, all that. That, Heidi, is your safe position. And keep hissing, letting the air out. And then when there's no air to let out, just hold the position. And then fidget and move around. And feel what this is like when there's no air in your body. And go to areas that are tight that need some movement through it. And then if you want to stay down there and still work it, you breathe in a little bit and then go back down. But there's also, so your body wants to go up here. Now cycle through the same idea. In through the nose and sniff when you're at the top. When you want more, just sniff in the O2 because it feels so great, Heidi. We get high on O2, man. Yeah, but sniff until you want to hold it. And you can do, if you don't want to make noise, just make the face shapes, the mouth. So this is silence. So if you don't want to upset the neighbors and still pump the larynx, right? It's silent singing, and this is brilliant. This is we need to bring in silent singing with movement. It's like Charlie Chaplin. I'm watching Charlie Chaplin channel. Heidi, Mundell, Charlie Chaplin. She's doing the whole thing today. Ryan's on maracas. Yeah, just explore, Heidi. This is movement flow. And it's your speed. So think of snail speed, turtle speed, hare or rabbit speed, then cheetah speed. Maybe caterpillar speed, maybe ostrich speed is faster. So we enhance your speed range. So right now you could be, maybe this is snail or turtle. And then you go into snail and you like float. Breath hold with a little bit of a like float, a little bit of a rock side to side. That's kind of snail caterpillar. And then you can come out of it however you want. Maybe tortoise to hare.
Whew.
Good.
Right.
Now shake it out. So V footing, Dorothy, home. This way you can find this in the dark. If you're in a foreign place, it's like this move with your arms, connect your heels into a V. So it looks like this. And that way you can always find your center. Whenever you feel, whoa, I'm out of whack. Especially when we're dizzy. We connect our heels. There's eyes closed if you need to, and there's no place like home. There's no place like home. Like but 100%, it grounds you. But you'll learn every time you reconnect the heels into the V, you'll be like, okay, because now you can go into all these positions. You're confident in your movement.
Yeah.
First defense is always your voice.
That's pretty cool though with the heels, because I've had a very stressful number of months, and I actually ended up with a vertigo due to lack of sleep and stress.
Yes.
And I was telling you that in some of the sessions I was getting dizzy.
Yeah.
Because I love to turn and move, but it's like something's asking me to be very conscientious and do everything like we're doing, like super slow. Your
inner ear is.
Yeah.
So when we get a lot of tension, and it's you use this a lot. So we need to make sure we check in, and this is super relaxed, because you're this and how much that you hear other people sing at a high notes and your own voice. So it's good to have the quiet.
Definitely.
Right? And we're training your vestibular system, but slowly.
Yeah.
It's fun to go into this. Like your heart is there, but we need to get your vestibular system there So you're like Stevie Wonder. And then we start to go into all of this. But this is one thing that I see with a lot of people is, but for your inner ear, because it's a spiral.
Yeah.
And if it's not used to traveling the spiral or too fast, it's like I go high note too fast and it strains my voice. So
yeah. And
inner balance.
It's been an unconscious, I've been at full power, but we haven't been able to be at full power consciously. So movement, I mean, I've done Sufi whirling and all kinds of things, and I can find my stillness in something like Sufi whirling. But in the daily getting a kid off to school and packing boxes and moving cities, I mean, it's a different kind of quality.
You're under a lot of pressure and you have a lot of responsibility and it's scary. Yeah. But hey, girlfriend, we're here. Like, I got your back. Yeah. You have a great support system and you're going through a lot in the most challenging time in our world. It doesn't matter about World War II or Spanish flu. Like, we're not used to this. Yeah. So and that's the thing. So Ryan, I hold everybody steady. And therefore, though my body, it becomes this holding pattern, it's this, I'm the mother who holds all, but I want my body to be moving as fluidly as I'm assisting them to. You're a liquid foundation or a liquid pillar. Yeah. But I got your back. You got everyone else's. I got you in this time that we have together. Yeah. And you can let me have it. But I want to share with you everything that I think will enhance your performance and how you give. And when you give, it's going to be like lightning bolt. Yeah. Like superpower in a very concise period of time. And then how to you recover, especially your ears. Yeah. I have these amazing earplugs that I wear throughout the day. And it just brings the volume down. I can still hear. But my ears just have a little bit of a buffer. So it's not going directly into my ear canal. There's just a little bit. It's like if I did this. I used to do this as a kid. Like this. Yeah, same here. But it's a protection. So our ears don't we're protecting from a loud noise. Like NASCAR. Super loud. That's horrible. Are they something in particular, like a special kind? I will send you one. Send me your address and I'll send it to you. I have them as a gift. I want to gift it to you. It's called Happy Ears, but I'm going to gift it to you. Just please. Right. I'm a giver, Heidi, and it's hard to receive, right? Like all of this. I've been doing this all the time. Just total face, throat, right? What wonderful glands are in all of these places. Pineal gland. Yeah. Right? Thyroid, this beautiful butterfly. And how that's the gargling on a deeper level. Like you can hit high note and it's like a silencer. Absolutely. Like screaming in the ocean. Just nourishing because it supports you. And the salt water, gargle with salt water, and you're in the ocean and you're expressing like Yeah. And what about you? This is what I'm doing, Heidi. Oh, where's your stretch reflection? Okay. The stretch is the bridge. Smoothly crossing the bridge from deeper. So if you just create that. If you create that space first and then just do, like if you just start really slowly so that you can actually feel the gentle stretch and what's happening in the body. Yeah. So work with the depth first. Go, oh. Okay, and now, can you imagine the air moving through your body in the opposite direction so that it's moving through this way? Oh. So an inhalation.
Uh-huh. So we call it inhalare le voce. Yeah.
It's like
so
a monster came out. You just saw my monster, Heidi. I don't show everyone that voice.
We all have monsters. So it's inhaling the voice, but we're still letting the air go out. And it's this contrary motion. So using motions like this in the arms. Oh.
Oh, like,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And I would start slowly also, like in small amounts.
This is what I say. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, because then we can be more conscious of, that we're just doing this little bit of, because we have a lot to be aware of. If we just do this, we need to be aware of the space in the back of the throat opening and stretching. We are aware of the intercostal muscles, and we're aware of the whole pelvic floor in the front and the back doing like a little lift.
Yeah, amazing. It makes perfect sense to me, Heidi. Like I said, like different language. I coach the exact same thing. Slow down, find a smaller range, and then expand in different ways. Because it's the excitement of trying to just do, wow, I want to do it.
Exactly.
Which is what you were telling me, right? Like the bigger movements, I love to go there with my heart, but we need to slow the body down.
Yeah.
Same
because
with the voice.
It's one thing, to be bringing that to others and the principles, but to find that really subtle connection in our own selves, like this extreme exhaling and sniffing in. Again, I teach, but when I feel my body doing it, that extra little bit and move into it, that's for me. Yeah, it's not just the principles that I'm teaching.
It's embodiment, right? Like practice it, experience it, report back, and then I can help expand you a bit deeper or adjust based on what you've been doing, based on what you feel. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant.
So
like, I resonate 100%, Heidi.
I love it. I figure. So if you play with this feeling in the back of the throat, we're not forcing anything. We know that everything is due to flexibility and not forcing. And it's this feeling in the, and it's moving always dynamically in various directions. And we have to go slow because we're not aware of our own habits.
So great. Like you hit it on the head with me. Like I need to be able to work the smaller bits in different ways. Yeah. I'm super comfortable, high, deeper talking. I can talk, but singing lower is more challenging. Yeah. It's the awareness of our patterns with our voice.
Exactly. And it really is this whole dynamic here with the larynx and the coordination in the body, it unlocks range. So it's only this one thing that if we take the time, because you have so much understanding around the physics of it, flexibility, you're less likely to force. And it's mostly just there's a non-intuitive, well, it is natural, but it's not intuitive when we expel sound or express sound. We have this motion in our system.
Yeah.
And in order to do the opposite, we have to sort of switch the brain around, Yeah. And so these kinds of motions, first on a small range. Can you do that in just a middle range in 2 directions? Good. And now let it actually come out of a half yawn. So I hear the air movement.
Wow, that's tough.
Yeah, because opposite direction.
It's
Yeah.
it's a wow. Okay. Wow.
So exhale first. That's that silent singing. With this motion.
Oh. Oh. Oh, Heidi.
Yeah.
Ah, I felt it. I felt
Yeah, you
it
can
better
feel
than
it.
before.
We sort of have these spontaneous moments where it's there. There's one more thing I want to describe so that on the recording you can look at it.
Right.
And that is this relationship of how do the vocal cords vibrate in the first place. And it has to have air motion already before, and it has to be even before the vocal cords can come together, yeah, like this. And what we have a tendency to do is start. We push our cords into motion. Yeah. And we hear this hard attack on the cords. I know. Help. And what we want to do is we want to make so much space that we're not even feeling the cords. We're getting away from the cords and we're just feeling space, and we allow the air to pass through. But we are dynamic in every other aspect of our bodies, in our cheekbones, our ribs, are everywhere. And then the sound flows and flies through you.
Wow.
Did
Okay.
you notice, especially that first one, there was this little flutter, like vibrato?
Yeah.
That's an indication that you're getting away from activating here at the throat. Yeah, if it's too tense here, we won't hear that. The voice isn't spinning.
Okay, I need to relax.
Yeah, exactly. We relax, but we focus on actually just expanding everything else. Yeah.
Wow. Lots. I got plenty of practice. This is brilliant. I have lots to work on with this.
Cool. All right.
I feel it, like push up for the first time and I just collapse and hit my face.
Yeah. Well, but it's true, because we have to be so gentle. As we start opening, we find more power. And so therefore the actual understanding of the relationship with this, so that we can keep let's say like a conscious tension on the mechanics, so we don't just drop them. I mean, none of us would do a handstand and then just let our elbows drop, right? We'd just fall on our heads.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what it's like with the vocal cords as we extend them, especially when we go in the high range. You don't want to ever let go of that.
Brilliant visual. It's a brilliant visual, right? Of that snap and snap after, right?
Exactly. Because everyone has
to watch this, yeah. But it is.
Yeah. Amazing. So those are the things
it's such a brilliant way of explaining it, and it adds to my vocabulary that I can help with other people, because I'm really doing a lot of like exhalation as like some sound to help them express and get out, right? And breath in coming bigger through the nose, and not necessarily having any sound to it, because I haven't this has been highlighted for me today with you, is the sound coming in more and really working on relaxing into receiving that.
I think this motion.
It's a feminine, masculine, beautiful analogy of relax into receivership of the sound through the shape and everything. Like,
absolutely. And thank you too, Ryan. I have a feeling like each time one of these exercises, like as I do with lessons, we record them, and I will simply play with this particular motion, this bridge. And then, for me, this, I always really enjoy this. Yeah. I used to be able to have my hands right close to each other, but since nursing, there's something with my shoulder that isn't free anymore. And so to be spending time with these motions again, just that one
all the time. This is a very safe brain gym, which they teach kids that have developmental. Are you familiar with brain gym?
I know the concept. Yeah, like with
This-
integrating
this-
the
this
sides
is-
of the
this is
body
what-
by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it this way into this, and then get people to full
Okay.
range.
Nice.
Or see, I'm pushing the in, but the range, but with the movement in, receive, right, with the head posture.
Yeah.
And then this can be through here and then also there. So you're still crossed.
Exactly.
And then this is more just like down here and hug and safe. So in Brain Gym, this is that. And then I've learned to add rain. Yeah, but all of that sauciness, like,
Yeah.
zip, love it, do.
All the corners.
Wow.
Yeah.
All that. But
Beautiful.
all of this, all the tension in hands, fingers, wrists, well, what you're feeling with your shoulder, the more you go into it, Heidi, the more I practice what you gifted me today, we're going to come back and be like, so much better.
All right.
We can hear it. You can hear it. I will feel it, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And we go explore by experiencing, and then we come back, and then we take the next step together in whatever way. And I think this is super valuable for anyone who wants to learn about more movement and how to combine it with any vocal.
Yes. Yes.
Like we can superhero team this, and this can be huge.
The one thing, so I have been actually asked to, just from inside in my meditations, I've been asked to really not do any kind of big advertising, new programs, because I need a gentler pace right now, and it's already a good pace for my life at the moment. I don't need anything else, extra.
Heidi,
but the one thing, the
this time. So go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, sorry. The one inspiration that was allowed to, is allowed to be expressed is fit voice, because I do so much embodiment work, and therefore that on the day that I said, okay, I'm allowed to address this in this way, is the day you wrote me and you said, so.
The universe brought us together, but Heidi, it's as magical as that. Yeah. Like you're creating the space for this. I'm creating the space for this on New Year's Day. And I communicated it as well. And we changed it from yesterday, and that's fine. Like we can keep it flexible and understand that, there could be some other higher priority stuff at the moment, but we know that the more that we dance together, sing together, move together, and build trust together, we'll be like Ryan, 100%. Yeah. You're already referring people to me, and I want to send people to you in a different way, but in a healthy. It's not to it's to us to create the balance that the time that we're together, it's going to resonate when we go out to everyone else. They're going to feel it like, or really is going to be like, Mama, your energy, whoa! But you're energized, body, mind, spirit, holistic movement, right? And, exactly. And the voice is our connection to spirit.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
So we'll connect. We can connect next week if you'd like. If there's a 30-minute time, like we can try to keep, it's more now, but this is our intro session, right? But if we want to try to keep it 30 minutes, we can. Yeah. And whenever there's space for that, we'll say, let's do this.
Yeah. Fridays are generally quite good for me. Okay. Because I try to do the heavy work early in the week, and then Fridays are a little bit more for me.
At this time, Friday 12.
Actually, normally 11 o'clock is better. Okay. 12 o'clock was because I was up until 3 a.m. So
party time.
I was partying with
you should,
with like, candles on my tree and some meditation.
but that's brilliant. What better way to transition, to be up for the transition, and then really set the tone. Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did a period. I would wake up in the middle and I did meditation when I'm like half sleeping, because I'm still like a bit in my subconscious. I've been experimenting with meditation like that, but what you did last night is also mega powerful. Last night that it's very ceremonial. Like I love it. I'm a full moon ceremony guy as well. I love doing that.
Our personal rituals are important. Beautiful, Ryan. So I'm going to put this down in my book for next Friday at 11, if that works for you.
So far, so good. If like on either end, and if anything comes,
yeah.
Friday at 11. Yeah. Like at the moment, my weeks are like 11 at that time is free. There isn't anything at the moment. And sometimes the people that do come in, they'll come in at a 12 or something like that. So
I can also do a little earlier. I mean, Aurelia's not in school for another week. It might make sense when she's in kindergarten to do 10 o'clock, but you can sort of know that.
We can adjust either way, Heidi. Like, you know, we'll keep it flexible. And that's the beauty of 30 minutes. If once we get into that groove, that we're really like helping each other, and maybe one more than the other in the session, but that's the dance. Like we support that.
Yeah.
However it works, like we did today, it was connecting what we both do and saying like, this is a different kind of a song.
Yeah.
And we can share with people. Like we're writing a song of us exploring together, and then practicing individually, so we can come back and then travel a little bit farther.
Absolutely.
So I will book it in for Friday at 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then
if anything needs to adjust, just let me know.
It's good that we keep repeating that, because neither of us should feel bad, because we'll know that if that as we get into it, priorities start to shift as they need to, based on the results.
We don't know what the rhythm of the year is yet, and there are phases. And
so crazy.
Yeah, and I've got a pretty fluid schedule. I mean, that's something I was thinking about today, is that, you know, there are really sometimes, you know, suddenly the weather's nice. I like to go out into the woods on Fridays with a girlfriend, and you know, and so we can just play and find, and then there will become more and more natural times like, hey, this seems to really work for both our schedules, and we'll just discover that. It's
a relationship architecture based upon our day architecture, our weekly, and it's ever change. We should be ever adapting with the current. And I want to share this with people, like how to continue to adapt day after day, moment to moment, so that you can create more joy in your life, period, and connect with people that support that. 100%.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Happy New Year.
Woo-hoo. Okay.
All year, every day, all year. It's a Happy New Year. Like we're supporting creation, creative people who want to help and help the planet, and help our kids learn about, like, this is an amazing future. Help us build this. Not that. We've lived through some of this, kids. Come on.
Yeah, and then they'll turn over and show us the rest of the way.
But like we said, like if we give them a safe space to explore, we go to amazing worlds of creativity, like amazing, and movement, like voice. I've never heard that sound before, or from you, right?
Yeah.
Like learning how to walk with your voice in different ways, with your body, with a face. Yes. Every step is new. And if we lose our balance, we just need to step and relax into catching ourselves.
Yes.
Finding home, our places of home, right? Safety, this.
Beautiful.
And what I help is find where people call safe, and I say yes. And I support that, right? Yeah. Heidi, when we need, right? When you feel, whoop. A wonderful day, and we'll connect next Friday. I'll be in Denmark. We're traveling tomorrow to my partner Tamara. Her mom is there, and her dad passed away in October, so this is the first visit back since then. So I'm that liquid pillar of support, right? Like I got you, whatever you need, like catch, receive, and then here we go. And for her mom, like I love her mom. She's lovely.
I know we could talk probably for hours, but that's what's so beautiful about having a life like this that can follow that, so that we can be there for partners. And this whole world where this compromise is always stuffed in each other's faces is no longer necessary. So we really can, we are changing the world like this. So it's beautiful.
Heart to heart.
I'm glad you created
heart to heart, but it's heart to heart. Like, let's talk our heart language, which is more truth and authentic. And then we can support when we might be off track.
Yeah.
Because maybe we're not clearing enough.
Absolutely.
Tension, overall, body, mind, holistic movement. But it's all of that, right?
Yeah.
And when we fall, and we want to protect it, but it's through this, through the breath, through the humming, through the, like, just reminding your system to relax, you can start to get everything moving much more fluidly.
Yes. Beautiful.
And then Heidi, there's the group classes, if that's another option that you want to look into trying at all, ever.
Yeah.
It's good to start like this in whatever way. And then our language is very heart to heart powerful. And then when you're in a group, you don't feel like, can Ryan see me? Because I see a lot. And I know you do if you do group stuff. Like, if you want to go into that space, like I want to show you through these that I got you.
Yeah, I don't mind being seen. Yeah. So
for me, my voice in different ways, like you're talking, like I don't show a lot of people that, because it comes out like the beast is growling, and some people are like, what would don't show me that, and then I will, okay. But I'm good at like dancing in the forest and like playing with different sound. Since our dog Indy passed away, one of the languages he spoke was whistle, though.
Yeah.
So I play with the whistling, but that was my language with Indy. And so now, like, part of my processing of the grief is I'll move, like we're running together, like her spirit is with me, but I'm imagining it and I'm whistling and I'm expressing and I'm singing and I'm saying her name, Indiana Jones, like that kind of, but high, but I want, now I'm working on pulling it in, not pushing it out. Right. So, but these are ways that I express myself.
Can you whistle that high? Yeah. So let's remember, because we have the recording, we can talk about the physics of the whistling, so that instead of cha, ja, ja, that it pops out. But it's a whole physics lesson, so let's talk about it. All right.
Okay, something to explore.
Beautiful. But you've already got it through the whistling.
These are the ways that I express myself through that, and through my knowledge of that, but with the movement, with Indy, with the grief process, emotionally, like allowing tears to be shed, water to come out for that if I need to, right? And then usually there's laughter, and then like deep belly laughter after, because it's like, oh my God, she's with me, but in spirit.
Yeah. That's
so this all connects. Everything that you're saying really resonates, like I said, and connects, and it's exciting. Like you said, I could talk for like the whole day, like walking out and just experiment. But this is where we want to get more potent, share the time we have, and then we focus, and it's everyone else's time.
Exactly. Thank you.
Happy New Year. See you next Friday. 11. Ale. 1-1. Ale.
Ciao, Ryan.
Bye.
Bye.